Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him.
He's going for goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? It's their first effort on goal.
Xabi Alonso probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Now, who's going to be... Roll! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Kimmich. And it's Hakimi. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. The less said about that pass, the better. Baresi. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that's a dangerous ball. Kukçu. And Hakimi. Some good work on the right flank here. Great vision. And here's Cruyff. And it's Cocu. Cocu! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Hakimi. Now it's Yamal. Still goalless. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Yamal. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Kobel attempts a clearance. He's having a hit! Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Yamal. Looking for options for movement. And it's played in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Xabi Alonso. Pass somewhat off target. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Raul. Pass is just off target. Oh no, what has happened here? Out of play for a throw. Stood up well to him there. Picked out and the finish! There it is! Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
The goal scorer for Guadalajara after 30 minutes is number 19.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Cross from Hakimi. Abiati claims it. Safe hands. Tries to play it through, and this is shot at goal! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Guadalajara are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Threads one in, and he plays one through. And he's cut it out. Raul does really well to win the ball there. Xavi Alonso. Hakimi. Time and again they are repelled. That's really well cleared. Jupe. And it's Hakimi. Koku. And it's Cruyff.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Yamal. That has not gone well.
2 added minutes has been
Hakimi.
indicated.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Berbatov tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's got away, and this is... And Berbatov! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Some first-half thoughts?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
The second period is underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh no, this does not look good. And that has put paid to that. Raul. Oh, well measured. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Shot could be on, and again. A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection. A finish of true class. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one...
He's had a shot! Looking for the run. Now it's Rashford. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Kukçu.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Rashford finding himself in space. And it's Kimmich. And this is Raul. That is good strength. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Koku.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the through ball. Nouri. And here's Cruyff. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Raul. He's in plenty of space here. He's found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Berbatov. Cucurella cuts out the pass. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Kukçu. This looks promising. Oh, he's... Shoot! And he hits the net! They're back within reach! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 19.
So could they be onto something here?
Number 14.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
17. Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field. Number 22. Messi. Number 10. Musiala. Number 7. Hazard. Number 8.
Cucurella.
Substitution in progress.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Hazard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the counter is on. Cucurella bops him off it and wins back the ball. Xabi Alonso, he's being urged to shoot. Bruno Guimaraes, played into space, and he's intervened well there. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Jupe. And it's Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Out towards the flank. That's going to go a long way. Guadalajara have reclaimed it. And he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward. Kukçu. Can he get onto this? Musiala!
Been indicated.
Deftly away. Inzaghi ventures forward. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? And this... Can he finish? And with that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
Takes a shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe receives... Mbappe! It's a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bonucci. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe, and it's made its way to him. He's on it, can he get away? Distributed tidily. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that's an excellent interception.
Oh, disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Neymar. Mbappe! He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Pirlo goes short. Neymar. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bonucci is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pressing high and with purpose. Bonucci. Pirlo. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Kukçu. And Gabriel. And the pass is intercepted. Now there's a fine ball. And that is masterful defending. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Oh, terrible pass.
It's a good-looking delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Now it's Mbappe. Toure! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Bruno Guimaraes. Raul. Now it's Berbatov. No outsmarting him this time. Schneider. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Doué. Schneider providing an outlet on that flank. Doué is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Great defending, strong and determined. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Doué. Thuram. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Pirlo. Now it's Doué. Tries to play it through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Kukçu. Raul. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Brahim Diaz. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
1 minute added time.
And it's Neymar. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He is through here. Hangs in a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Montreal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that was the
if you
first
do have
half,
a chance
and we
today,
will be
please
back
take
with
some
the second
time out
half
to give your
shortly.
support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So let's get the ball rolling.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Good ball, good take. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Raul. Ball played for Kukçu. Svensson. And here's Rashford. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's had a shot! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So where will he go? Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got it.
And the shot! And it's come back out to him.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And here's Berbatov. And Berbatov! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Flings in across. Oh, good effort! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Kukçu is the team's great visionary.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
Played into space. Rashford in acres of space out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out of play for a throw. Hoisted in. Space for him to turn and look. Header! Has another go! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Berbatov at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Svensson. And it's Kukcu. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Raul. Bruno Guimaraes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Svensson. Great vision. This looks promising. And this is Berbatov.
Montreal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a promising position. Svensson receives it in a wide position.
Roll! A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, super find. Gabriel cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold. Svensson, who's set up one goal so far. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Montreal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Rashford. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he get it through? Doué. And here's Schneider. And here's Mbappe. Bruno Guimaraes. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Berbatov taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.